Hello, everyone, and welcome to our vlog for today, the observer mode. And today we're going to be talking about what is the observer mode, how we can use it to gain more clarity and understanding in our lives. And I'm also going to be sharing a personal story about my experience with the observer mode. And we're also going to be looking, not going too deep into it, but we are going to be looking at a little bit about attachment as well. So let's start our vlog off with what does it mean to come into the observer mode? When we talk about the observer mode, you may have several different ideas or conceptions that may come up. Maybe you think like you're becoming a robot and there is no emotion and you are looking at everything through the eyes of analyzation and logic. But that's not what the observer mode is. The observer mode is not just becoming analytical. It's not about looking at everything through the eyes of logic either. And it's not about detaching from our emotions and becoming emotionless. It's not what it is either. To engage in the observer mode is to look at a situation, a person, place, thing, idea, belief system, without the filter of your judgment and without the filter of your emotion. Now, we pay attention to our emotion because our emotion is telling us, hey, there's a judgment here, or hey, there's something about this that's upsetting you. So that's giving us, okay, I'm triggered by this. That's great. That is a wonderful time to engage in the observer mode, because then you're able to see, like, what is the trigger? What is this story that I'm telling myself? Is it from the past? Is it from the future? Do I even want to keep this story? Is this story or judgment helping me or serving me anymore? Or am I just replaying something over and over and over and over and over again and hoping for a different result? Remember, that's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And so the observer mode allows us to take a step back and really see things from a higher perspective, because we're actually engaging with our higher mind, our own soul, our own spirit, our own guides, angels, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call your higher power. When you decide to take that step back and be like, okay, how would spirit see this? Or how would my angels see this? My guides, the universe, the Holy Spirit, again, whatever it is you ascribe to as your higher power, you are automatically engaging that higher power. Because here's the thing. We were created with free will because we were created freely. And so therefore, the divine, if we make a judgment about something or a decision about something, the divine can't change our minds about it. It says, okay, like, that's your choice, that's your decision, that's what you've decided. Okay. There's no room for spirit. You've already made that judgment or that snap decision about a person, place, thing, idea, or belief. And if we want to engage with that higher perspective, we have to go to it. It's always offering, it's always there, but we have to be like, I'm willing to see this differently. I would like to see this differently. I'd like to see how love would see this. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that we're going to cover the situation or whatever we're seeing with pink paint, rainbow sunglasses, and sprinkles. That's not what the observer mode is. And if you think that's what the observer mode is, then that is where you are mistaken, because it's not about seeing everything with love, light, rainbows, and butterflies. It's about seeing things as they are from the higher perspective. And so maybe what you're seeing right now is disturbing your peace. Okay, well, again, why is this upsetting me? And there's a beautiful Course in Miracles lesson that says, I am never upset for the reason that I think I am. And the observer mode allows you to really figure out, why am I so upset by this? Like, maybe someone just said like pink lemonade and you're like, oh my God. And you're just like, you're super like angry and anxious all of a sudden because this person said pink lemonade. And you're not really sure why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, but you're feeling it. And so that's a perfect indication. Okay, I'm never upset for the reason that I think I am. So what's upsetting me about this person saying pink lemonade? Taking that step back, that step within your own soul, your own divinity. Okay, well, I'm upset because, oh my gosh, Nana June used to serve pink lemonade, and one time she spilled it, and then she blamed it all on me because my cowl was out, like at the pool, whatever. And, that's just something that kind of triggers you because you kept that story with you. And the observer mode allows you to see that story for what it is and be like, wow, I don't really want that or need that anymore. And that's going to bring us to our secondary point, which is about attachment. We don't realize how much we attach to particular stories or judgments about anything. Like we attach meaning to a lot of things. And we don't realize how much meaning we attach to things. And it's natural, we do it because again, we're still on this earth, we're still on this earth plane, we're still, going through stuff. So that's going to bring us to my own personal experience, because I think this is going to really like hit it home. I had been studying the course, I would say for a good, maybe we'll say 4 or 5 months. And I just found it, or it had just found me. And I was at one of the lowest places in my life. I felt like I had lost my whole identity. I felt like I had lost all or a good majority of friends. I still had other ones, and I was very grateful for them. But I just felt very alone. I had isolated myself and was just in a very sad, dark, miserable, depressed place. And then the Course in Miracles came. And when the Course in Miracles came, what that did was it gave me like that beacon of light that I could really focus on and be like, oh my gosh, there's light at the end of the tunnel. This is great. And so then from there, started studying it and was still doing readings and stuff like that online. And I had a lady reach out to me, and she was just kind of in a bad place. And I was like, I feel like the Course in Miracles can help you. So kind of started sharing some stuff with her about the course. And, several months had gone by, and then this person came to me and they said, oh, well, I've heard that the Course in Miracles is false light. I heard it wasn't truly channeled. I heard. Let me tell you, triggered immediately. I was like, what? I was like, how dare you insult me by saying this is false light? How dare you like do this? And just so angry and upset. Thank goodness it was just over text, so I could like take a breath. Because let me tell you, if we would have been on the phone, I probably would have just shut down, or she would have like seen the look on my face, been like, what? Excuse me? And so I got to that, I was able to like be like, whoa, we're not going to type back a message right now. And I remembered my Course in Miracles lesson. I was like, okay, I'm never upset for the reason that I think I am. Let me just take a deep breath. Why am I so upset by this? And I was like, well, because she's bad mouthing me. And I was like, wait a minute, she's not bad mouthing me. She didn't say you're a bad person. She said that the Course in Miracles was false light. And I was like, whoa. All she's doing is telling me her perception about how she sees this book. And I have attached my identity, my persona, my personality around this so much that when this person insulted the book, I said she was insulting me because I had attached my value, my personality, my persona, my everything. I was rebuilding my life around the course, and the course was like, that was it. It was the cornerstone of my existence. And I was like, whoa, like this was a huge breakthrough for me because I was realizing from that observer perspective, I wasn't judging myself. I wasn't degrading myself. I was able to see, oh my gosh, I have identified myself with this book. And even if you go further into the book, further into the course in one of the lessons, and I can't remember which one it is, but it basically says, forget everything you think and think you know. Forget this course entirely. Like basically throw it away. Like that's what it said. I was just like, oh my stars and stripes. Like I didn't even realize it until I was able to get triggered by someone, but take that step back and see things from a higher perspective. Because if I wouldn't have, I would have still just been like, pinprick of light, laser focus, only on one thing and one thing alone. And, thank God I have such beautiful friends who were willing to put up with me through that whole process, because let me tell you, every conversation was about the course or what the course said or what the course did. And I wasn't even open to any other teachings. I was like, nope, this is the only one. This is the only one I can look at, nothing else. And so coming to that observer perspective allowed me to gain greater understanding and clarity about where I was and where I wanted to go with things. And that's what I want to invite all of you to do as well, is I want to invite you into the observer mode. I want you to kind of be willing to take a step back from your judgment, take a step back from the story that you've been telling yourself, maybe about yourself, maybe about your situation, and be willing to ask the question, like, how would the divine see this? And just be willing to take that step back and look at it from a different viewpoint, a different perspective. And again, it doesn't mean that we're not paying attention to our emotions. It actually means we are much more awareness is on our emotions, because we're noticing where we're triggered. And then from that trigger, instead of going into the behavior, or into the pattern, or into the judgment, we're saying, whoa, I'm upset. Breath, take a step back from this. How would spirit see this? Acknowledging that it's not going to be sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops, but acknowledging that we're going to be able to see the truth of why we are responding or reacting to a particular stimuli in whatever way, shape, or form. And it gives us a greater connection with our own internal guidance and our own soul, because that's really what we're tuning into. We may be asking, how would spirit see this? But we're really asking, like, how, engaging with our higher mind, engaging with the higher aspect of ourselves. And that's what the observer mode does. So I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. If you're interested in learning more about me or more content like this, of course, you can explore the channel and all my other vlogs that I've done, or you can come visit my website, awakeningmiracles.org. That's also where I have my private group where I post Miracle Mindset Mondays and different messages as well in there, and have events that I do with other readers. If you're interested, you just have to go to awakeningmiracles.org. So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk with you soon.